everyone. Welcome to my podcast. I am your host, Laiba, and I am very happy that you are here today. In this podcast, we talk about simple and real English that you can use in your daily life. And today, we have a very important and interesting topic. Our topic is Make Your Brain Think in English. Many English learners understand English, but they cannot speak easily. Why? Because they first think in their own language, and then they try to translate into English. This takes time, and it makes speaking slow and difficult. But imagine this. What if you can think directly in English? You don't need to translate. You don't feel nervous. And your speaking becomes fast and natural. Sounds great, right? So today, I will help you learn how to train your brain to think in English. Don't worry. I will use very simple words and easy ideas so you can understand everything. By the end of this podcast, you will learn what it means to think in English, why it is important, and simple ways to start doing it in your daily life. So, stay with me and let's start this journey together to make your English better and more natural. Now let's understand what thinking in English really means. Thinking in English means that you use English in your mind without translating from your own language. It means your brain starts using English naturally, just like your first language. Let me explain with a simple example. Imagine you see an apple. If you think in your own language first, your brain says the word in your language, and then you translate it into English. Apple. But when you think in English, you see the apple, and your brain directly says, "Vapple." No translation, no delay. This is called thinking in English. Let's take another example. If you want to say, "I am feeling hungry." Many learners first think in their own language, then they translate the sentence into English. This makes speaking slow and sometimes confusing. But when you think in English, the sentence comes directly into your mind. I am hungry. It is faster and easier. So, thinking in English is not about using difficult words or perfect grammar. It is about using simple English in your mind again and again. Even small thoughts are important. For example, I am tired. This is good. I need water. Where's my phone? These small sentences help your brain get used to English. The more you practice this, the more your brain becomes comfortable with English. And slowly, English becomes natural for you. So remember, thinking in English means no translation, simple thoughts,
about some
and daily problems that English
learn.
learners face. If you feel these problems, don't worry. You are not alone. Many learners have the same difficulties. The first problem is translating every sentence. Most learners think in their own language first, and then they translate into English. This makes speaking very slow. Sometimes they forget words or get confused in the middle of a sentence. The second problem is fear of making mistakes. Many students are afraid that their English is not perfect. They think, what if I say something wrong? Because of this fear, they stop speaking. But this is a big mistake. Mistakes are a normal part of learning. The third problem is lack of vocabulary. Some learners feel that they don't know enough English words, so they cannot express their thoughts. But the truth is, you don't need difficult words. Simple words are enough to start. The fourth problem is not practicing daily. Learning English is like a habit. If you don't practice every day, your brain will not improve. Many learners study English sometimes, but not regularly. This slows down their progress. Another problem is thinking that English is very difficult. When you believe something is difficult, your brain feels pressure. You lose confidence. But English can be easy if you learn step by step and practice daily. And one more important problem is overthinking grammar. Some learners focus too much on grammar rules. They want every sentence to be perfect. Because of this, they cannot speak freely. So these are the common problems. Translating too much, fear of mistakes, limited vocabulary, no daily practice. Thinking English is difficult, too much focus on grammar. But don't worry. In the next section, I will share simple techniques to help you solve these problems and start thinking in English is so important. Many students learn English for years, but they still feel shy or slow when speaking. The main reason is that they always translate in their mind. This habit makes speaking difficult. When you start thinking in English, many good things happen. First, you speak faster. You don't need to stop and translate every sentence. Words come to your mind quickly, and your speaking becomes smooth. Second, it improves your fluency. Fluency means speaking easily and naturally. When your brain uses English directly, your sentences become more natural. Third, it builds your confidence. When you can think in English, you feel more comfortable. You are not afraid of speaking anymore. You start believing in yourself. Fourth, it reduces confusion. Sometimes translation can create wrong sentences. But when you think in English, your sentences become simple and clear. Another important point is that English starts to feel natural. It becomes a part of your daily life, not just a subject to study. For example, when you wake up, you can think, "Today is a new day. I need to get ready. I will do my work." These small thoughts make a big difference, so thinking in English helps you. Speak faster, speak more naturally, feel more confident, and use English in real life. That is why this skill is very important for every English learner. If you really want to improve your English, you must train your brain to think in powerful techniques to help you start thinking in English. These techniques are easy. You can start them today. Just remember, start small and be consistent. The first technique is talk to yourself in English. Yes, talk to yourself. This is very powerful. You don't need any partner. You can practice anytime. For example, you can say, "I am sitting. I am eating food. I am watching my phone." It may feel strange at first, but it really works. Your brain starts using English slowly. The second technique is name things around you. Look around your room and say the names in English. For example, table, chair, door, window, phone. Then make small sentences. This is my chair. The door is closed. This helps your brain connect objects with English words directly. The third technique is think in simple sentences. Don't try to use difficult words. Keep your sentences short and easy. For example, I am happy. I am tired. I like this. I don't understand. Simple English is the key. The fourth technique is use your daily routine. Think about your daily activities in English. When you wake up, I am waking up. I need to brush my teeth. When you eat, I am eating food. This food is good. This is very natural practice because you do it every day. The fifth technique is ask and answer questions in your mind. You can create small questions and answer them. For example, what am I doing? I am studying. Where am I going? I am going to the market. This makes your thinking active and strong. The sixth technique is use English for small thoughts. You don't need big sentences. Even small thoughts help. For example, okay, let's go. That's nice. I can do it. These small thoughts train your brain step by step. And the last technique is don't worry about mistakes. Your goal is to think in English, not to be perfect. Mistakes are okay. The more you practice, the better you become. So remember these simple techniques. Talk to yourself. Name things around you. Use simple sentences. Practice your daily routine. Ask and answer questions. Use small thoughts. If you practice these every day, your brain will slowly start thinking in English naturally. Now let's talk about a simple daily practice routine that you can follow to train your brain to think in English. This routine is very easy. You don't need extra time. You just need to use your daily life. Start with your morning. When you wake up, try to think in English. Good morning. I am waking up. I need to get ready. While brushing your teeth or getting dressed, continue thinking. I am brushing my teeth. I am wearing my clothes. These are simple sentences, but they help your brain start the day in English. Next, practice while walking or traveling. If you are going somewhere, look around and think, I am walking. I see people. The weather is nice. You can also describe what you see. There is a car. That is a big building. This makes your thinking active. Now let's talk about short practice time. Take 5 to 10 minutes every day and only think in English. No translation, only English. You can sit quietly and think, what did I do today? I woke up early. I studied English. This is a very powerful habit. Finally, practice before sleeping. At night, think about your day in English. Today was a good day. I learned something new. Tomorrow, I will do better. This helps your brain remember and improve. So your daily routine is morning thinking. Practice while walking or traveling 5 to 10 minutes focused, thinking night review before sleep. If you follow this daily, your brain will slowly become used to English. Remember, small practice every day is better than long practice sometimes. Now let's talk about some common mistakes that English learners should avoid. These mistakes can slow down your progress if you're not careful. But don't worry, once you know them, you can easily improve. The first mistake is trying to think in long and difficult sentences. Many learners try to make very big and perfect sentences in their mind. This creates pressure and confusion. Instead, always start with short and simple sentences. The second mistake is translating everything from your own language. If you keep translating, your brain will never think in English directly. This makes speaking slow. Try to reduce translation step by step. The third mistake is being afraid of mistakes. Some learners stop speaking or thinking because they are scared of making errors. But remember, mistakes are part of learning. You will improve only by practicing. The fourth mistake is waiting for perfect English. Some people think, I will start when my English is perfect. But this is wrong. You must start now, even with small and simple English. The fifth mistake is not practicing every day. If you do not practice daily, your brain will forget. Consistency is very important, so always remember, keep sentences simple. Stop full translation. Don't fear mistakes. Start now, not later. Practice every day. If you avoid these mistakes, your journey to thinking in English will become motivation and important tips. Learning English is not a fast process. It takes time. But if you stay consistent, you will improve step by step. Always remember, you don't need perfect English to start thinking in English. You just need simple English and daily practice. Don't compare yourself with others. Everyone learns at a different speed. Focus on your own journey. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teacher. Every mistake helps you become better. So keep going, even if it feels difficult sometimes. Small daily effort is more powerful than big effort once in a while. Believe in yourself. You can do it. Start thinking in English today, even with small sentences. And slowly, your brain will change. Keep practicing, stay positive, practice activity. This is the most important part of learning because practice makes your brain strong. So right now, I want you to do a small exercise with me. Take a moment and look around you. Think in English and describe your surroundings. For example, I am in my room. I see a table. I see a chair. The room is quiet. Now think about your day. Try to say in your mind, I woke up today. I brushed my teeth. I am learning English. Very simple, right? Now one more activity. Ask yourself a question in English. What am I doing now? And answer, I am listening to a podcast. You can also try this. What is this? This is my phone. What is that? That is a chair. Don't worry about mistakes. Just try to think in English, even if it is very simple. The goal is not perfection. The goal is practice. If you do this for a few minutes every day, your brain will slowly start thinking in today's podcast. Today, we learned how to make your brain think in English. We talked about what thinking in English means, why it is important, the common problems learners face, and simple techniques to improve it. The main message of today's podcast is very simple. Start thinking in English, step by step, using small and easy sentences in your daily life. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice every day. Even a few minutes of thinking in English can make a big difference over time. If you stay consistent, your brain will slowly start using English naturally without translation. Thank you so much for listening to my podcast. This is your host, Laiba, and I hope you enjoyed it and learned something useful today. Take care, keep practicing, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye!